close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello guys, welcome to a new video of the Free Soul 777. Hope you all are safe and energetic. Here is a very cloudy atmosphere and these greeneries just look so vibrant and beautiful, right? So I'm in front of a motorcycle which has been a part of trendsetters in motorcycling culture, the CBR 150R. In India, this model launched back in 2012, and those days there was only one king in fully faired 150cc sports bike segment. Yes, Yamaha R15. CBR 150 was a direct competitor to R15's first version, but later on in 2014, Yamaha launched with R15 version 2s, where it got ample of mechanical and design changes. But unfortunately, Honda concluded with some minor graphics sticker works which they called upgrade, and due to which the motorcycle, which could have been a hit in Indian market, got discontinued in India in 2017 due to poor sales. Well, that's the truth. But still, why I am featuring this motorcycle in 2020, where we have a lot of options to choose from. Really, do we have a lot of motorcycles which can give a direct competition to CBR 150? Yes, in terms of technology and performance, till in 2020 only Yamaha R15 is the only motorcycle which can keep up with this bike in front of me. So it's more than half of a decade and still the same competition. That's surprising, but that's a fact. So guys, for the ease of understanding, I'll go through 5 important aspects of Honda CBR 150R. First is the performance and handling, second is the braking, third is the quality and looks, fourth is service and maintenance, and finally the fuel economy, which is also an important factor for those who choose a 150cc motorcycle. For an outstanding performance, CBR 150R gets a 149.4cc engine, which is liquid-cooled 4-stroke 4-valve DOHC single-cylinder unit, which produces max power of 18.2 PS at the rate of 10,500 rpm and 12.66 Nm of torque at the rate of 8,500 rpm. Torque figures might look a little less in papers, but in real world, this torque is adequate for this motorcycle to filter through city traffics and to ride on a higher gear at slower speeds without much downshifting. The liquid cooling technology keeps the engine temperature on check and lets this motorcycle to get onto the higher RPMs without any power loss. The engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox, which is buttery smooth even on aggressive downshifting. Coupled with the lighter clutch, it becomes so easy to filter this bike through any tight traffic, and the taller gear ratios allow cruising on higher speeds. The DOHC and 4-valve configuration allows better airflow at higher engine speeds, resulting in better top end power, and as a result, this 150cc bike can touch up to top speeds of 145 km/h without much stress. But due to the lesser torque, CBR 150R has a lesser in-gear acceleration as compared to its rivals, but where it shines is on the top speeds, and it's so easy to cruise on this machine in triple-digit speeds for a longer time. It's not just about speed, but the braking is also equally important factor, right? So the braking duties on CBR 150R are performed by 276mm disc brake at the front and 220mm disc at the rear, which are of Nissin calipers. Even though the brake bite is decent, the lack of ABS is a big drawback on a sports bike, but we should also mind the truth that R15 V3's got ABS in 2019. So in the absence of an ABS, as a lifesaver, save your own life by being a responsible rider. Regarding the quality and looks, let me tell you that this bike in front of you is a 2013 model bike, and still the bike looks fresh, right? There are not much quality issues regarding the fit and finish on the fiber parts and metal parts, unless some minor rust which can be spotted towards the swing arm, but that's just negligible considering the total kilometers this bike has covered and the kind of terrains it has crossed. Though the switchgear quality could have been a little more better and body panels could have been a little more sharper considering this is a sports bike. The fiber parts on this bike like the wind visor, the front fender and the side fairings are very strong, which not only helps in making this bike aerodynamic but also withstand some serious impacts up to a certain limit. The vibration levels are non-existent from any parts of this bike, and it's a well built and put together tough machine which will offer you a peaceful ride for sure. The motorcycle even in 2020 is a head turner with its timeless design, though some might say that it's a bit outdated as compared to its rivals. But regarding looks, well, it's subjective, and seeing this motorcycle in front of me, you can decide how it looks. I can assure you one thing, that the quality levels are just phenomenal. Now regarding one of the most important factors in a sports bike, yes, handling. Even though I have mentioned handling as the first point, I have included the handling part in the later part of the video because I wanted to bring some more attention onto this point. I'm using this bike for almost 1 week, and based on my riding experience on CBR 150R, I should say this bike is one among the best handlers in 150cc sports bike segment. I will tell you why. There are some myths going around us that CBR 150R is not a good handler because of its softer suspensions. Yes, the telescopic conventional suspensions at the front and monoshock suspension, which is 4-level adjustable, are definitely on a softer side, and that translates into a smoother ride on a bumpy road, and the bike will literally glide over any potholes with ease. But when it comes to handling, the softer suspensions are not meant for cornering or even to flick this bike around in any tight traffic. Still, I would say CBR 150R is a better handler because of that shorter wheelbase of just 1311 mm, which offers supreme confidence in any corners. The lighter diamond chassis makes this bike super light at just 135 kgs, and this bike is super flickable in any riding conditions. Though CBR 150R is not the best in terms of handling when compared to its rivals, but unless you ride it, you won't understand the excellent handling characteristics of this bike. The stock CBR 150R came along with the 100/70 R17 tires at the front and 130/70 R17 tires at the rear. But the bike in front of you has an upsized tire profile of 120/70 R17 Metzeler at the front and a 190/55 R17 Bridgestone Batlax tires at the rear. Though upsizing is not advisable in any motorcycles, since it might give some extra load onto the engine parts, the sprockets and even the swing arm, which may eventually result in a poor handling and performance. But on this bike, these tires are of radial tires which are lighter in weight as compared to the nylons, and due to which handling has been increased to a greater level, and these bigger tires lends the bike a beefy look from every angles. So before upsizing the tires on your motorcycle, extend your budget and get a good set of radial lightweight tires so that your motorcycle's handling and performance won't get compromised. So CBR 150 is a better handler, and the best part is the bike offers a very comfortable ride for the rider, all because of that softer suspension setup, a lesser seat height of just 787 mm, and a comfortable riding position even being a sports bike, and your pillion will be very extremely comfortable even after a longer ride. And regarding service and maintenance, to be precise, the service interval comes once in every 4000 kilometers, which include a general service, and it will cost you roughly around 800 to 1300 rupees. And coming to the maintenance part, this bike in front of you has clocked 1,20,000 kilometers, and the owner of this bike has claimed that this bike didn't give him any major issues regarding the engine or even any other parts even after using this bike for 7 years. Still, the engine sound is so refined, and I didn't feel any lack of performance with this bike. So in simple words, Honda CBR 150 is a reliable motorcycle which you can buy in 2020, but only as a pre-owned bike, unfortunately. Still, you will find the second-hand market value of this bike has not gone down, all because of the reliability factor and the low maintenance this bike offers. And let me tell you one important thing, the longer engine life and durability factor of your bike is purely dependent on the timely servicing. Unless you change your engine oil or the oil filter or the air filter on time and the general servicing on a regular service intervals, your bike might not give you that peace of mind which you expect from your bike. I believe that someone who loves their bike will take care of their bike like their own kid, right? And what more you expect from a 150cc sports bike? Fuel economy, right? Though the company claimed mileage of CBR 150R is 38 to 40 kilometers per liter, in real world this bike returns a mileage of 40 to 42 kilometers in the city and 45 to 48 kilometers on highways. That's a decent figure considering the motorcycle to be a 150cc sports bike. So finally I would say that CBR 150R is a reliable motorcycle which you can use as a daily commuter and for those weekend rides, no matter for a long ride. And yes, you can take your pillion with you and believe me, she will never complain. If you want some spirited ride, move a little bit back on those wider seats, tuck down, ring the throttle and just enjoy that adrenaline rush, and all this with an excellent fuel economy and a less cost of maintenance. Apart from all this, CBR is a motorcycle which has a lot of fanboys and there are registered clubs which you can be a part of. If you own this bike, you can explore a new world of bikers brotherhood as one heart and one family and be a part of several social activities. So to conclude, CBR is not only a motorcycle which gives you that peace of mind being a reliable machine, but also will make yourself feel proud as a rider who supports a society with whatever you can. So always ride for a reason, ride safe and be responsible rider.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine.
So if you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you are new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel. Your support is what make me grow and give me a lot of inspiration to bring such videos in front of you. So please share this video and I will see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care, stay safe and ride responsibly.